Hello and welcome. Right, I was trying to set up my side panel, but it's gone. Yeah, the game was already started, so I thought, oh, do you know something? Just to crack on without the the Logitech side panel as it is now. Yeah, so we are in, and I thought there's a few little jobs to do before we crack on. We've got to go down the shop. There's a few little bits that we got. I want to so I need to yeah, you can still do it. You just have to lift a little bit more, he says. But yeah, because you're trying to catch the top of the. It's quite exact. Yeah. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay, so we've met something that it does defeat. Right. Okay. In that case, it needs pushing off. Unless I've still strapped with the other strap. It's possible one corner's strapped, and it could be that I'm grabbing the strap. So let's see if it doesn't push off. That's true. Yeah, it is. It is. Not always as. Oh, it is. Shouldn't be, but yeah, we know how straps work. They don't necessarily have to be that exact. So let's try that again, shall we? Yeah, it was that. Wow. Remember to restrap the amount of times I've lost these beautiful toolboxes. They are great, but yeah, I've frequently lost them. So no, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, I also want to grab the 5 tons out because we want to be selling that. Right, where is the? Yeah, let's put this near the fuel because it does make a logical sense that it does go around there. So we've stuck some herbicide. Yeah, I do realise it's amazing when you're talking. I always say this: your concentration's on talking. I kept on talking about getting some more herbicide. We've made some, so we don't need to do that at all. Yeah, it's already done. So let's stick this next to that. I think we'll go at the back. Yeah, because it's probably where we roll onto the field, really. So if we stick that there. And we'll fill with the 2 things at once. It makes a bit of logical sense, really. Of course, we haven't just got one farmyard. That's the only bad thing when you've got like multiple places. The grass equipment is likely to stay over there. And I will show you something. Yeah, I'm trying to clean up any tractors that I like to have front 3-foot links, and I have got quite a few masses that. Yeah, you'll notice the mass is gone. That's because I removed that. That particular one. I was right when I saw it. I thought I'd moved all of that type, and so when I went in and I look at the 600, I thought no, that is one of those that I want to shift. Right. So this really, if we're doing these little ancillary jobs, I keep using the word ancillary a lot. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's not. It's the right word, but. Oh, I thought I'd actually got the... let's just quickly run it across. Do we need anything else running across whilst we're going? I thought about... thought what we'll do is grab the Mack Trucker, lease it. The Mack Trucker Windrow, because Mack Trucker's done rather a lot for you to know what I'm on about. Yeah, the Mack Trucker Windrow, and we can actually windrow and bale at the same time. That's what I thought was probably not a bad idea. So we're going to grab that one while we're here as well. Do love these gates, and the sounds are just so like they would be. So I'm not shutting the gate, not at the minute, because we're coming straight back through. Yeah, I don't want anybody to like get upset because I've left the gate open. We've got no animals in it, but we are coming back through in a minute. Yeah. So then really, I suppose this is a focal point where you could stick this. It's in the middle, and also your baler's always got to go past it. So you could really just like literally stick that there. And we're going to need, also going to need to grab the truck. So let's, we'll follow, also let's grab that out of the way. It's a little bit in the way. And we will put a shed down. Well, I do think I'm probably right. That it's probably not a bad thing to stick it in here. Although we will try and cut it. We could just literally try and do that now. I'd just like to see if it will do it. we could grab one of the other tractors to come with us while this is cutting this. Now I'd imagine the gate, that shouldn't, but we can do something about that if this is good enough to cut. We might need to do a little bit of manoeuvring, shall we say, because I'm not sure Courseplay is going to read this as a field. I'm almost positive this type of grass it won't read as a field. Right, okay, well, we do have the technology to do a custom field, so let's do that, because it'll still stand for the field we're going to do anyway in the future. So clear current course, start custom field, and hide the menu. We don't want to go too... Yeah, we'll obviously do some new grass as well, so we're going to go right up to the edge of our... Ooh, we need to do a bit of smoothing, which I think we probably will aware of. Oh my life, yeah, just a little bit. It's a little bit bumpy to say the least. Yeah, I think this is going to need ripping and redoing, really. I don't want to go too close to the edge, even though there's not really many trees or anything. Oh, it's the turnarounds. Oh, I'm going a bit leery now. And this I'm going to cut the corner in not a nice single cut, which I know is very wasteful, but will stop any kind of skullduggery. Yeah, it's still, when you got fences involved, it's the turnaround. Imagine, I'm going to give it plenty of headlands. I always do that. I'm not a stranger to that. So I have been a bit wasteful, but it's, yeah. I'd sooner not catch. Indeed we will. Yes, thank you. Right, so now we should be able to go into that menu. Oh, we should have a field. It's almost as big as probably 31. That's what I was thinking. I want to do this properly, as in like you would. You know, like no holds barred and like all. So this is CP1. We could call it that. No, we could call it Pig Farm. I like it to be a bit more human. Pig Farm. Pig. It's just a sheep now. Sheep. Field, if we can spell field correctly. Smashing and save the course. Activate 6.8 meters. It's weird because sometimes Courseplay reads that as 6.5. So it's weird how sometimes it reads it correctly and other times it doesn't. Right, so go. And we're going to go grab another. We were going to shift that HX. The Forshrit HW, I think it is actually. But time's a ticking. We're on the clock, and there's a lot of things to do, like shifting the bed. Now I don't need to take this down with me, actually, do I? I'm being silly. You also need to like rip that up. I did it once before. It's amazing how I have done this before, but on the start from scratch. I just don't think we had the sheep at all. So this time we've sort of tried to do the animals as well. Now then, actually we do want to go that way. Now we will shut the gates. Now I would be being irresponsible, even though there are no animals. So really, yeah, that new I've got a mod that tells you like growth stages, and that was 2 of 3. Well, that's just harvested, so I don't know, it threw me out. I was relying on it on another Let's Play. Let's also quickly tidy up, and then we can borrow this tractor. Yeah, because we do need the beta as well. So let's grab you, finish off. I'm going to go into a time lapse because there's still a lot to do. We're going to go down the shop. We're going to do, yeah, all this and all sorts of things like that. So, yeah, I am going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, we have fixed the wrong with the fertiliser. We've well run out of the 5 tonnes that we'd got. We're well into our fertiliser now, and we've got all of the liming to do. These are big fields. Yeah, I don't want to go through from September. I'd like to do. I'm going to use so I bought the chicken food. I thought I've said this. I'm not the only virtual farmer that says this as well. It is true. It's sometimes better to sell yours and buy a cheaper product from someone else that is selling cheaper than it is to like use yours. So I'm going to stick that in. We've still got time to make seeds with the barley, sell that. We could then buy a shed load of chicken food, or yeah, we really could. Some weird marks on the fields. I don't know why it won't take in these certain places, but I have tried almost all of them. Almost all. I gave in the end. I thought, oh, that's it. There was one. I'd forgotten to do this. I saw it on the way back from the shop, and I thought, oh, don't forget that in the corner. Oh, we need to stop that. We don't want the other one. So 2 fields of oats. It's not. We all know it's not a massive. Yeah, you have done your job. Ooh, there's a couple of little splashes of fertiliser there, though, that will actually do. Where we do the corner marks. Smashing. So lime will eject the fertiliser. Although I think what we would actually. Well, no, it's actually in the front box, so that's alright. We'll drop that down. And we will get this ready to lime next session. Stick it on the edge of, yeah, field 2, because it's got that course, and it seems silly to me to get the course just for this one when we're going to do that. Yeah, I thought I'd bring you in, so otherwise it's just, it has been a monster session, actually. I mean, absolutely massive. Again, I really do expect that. I really do. So that can now, we'll buy any fertiliser. Again, for the same reasons, it's cheaper for us to buy it than it is for us to use our product, but we did need to fix the fact that obviously we had stuck 5 tonnes of fertiliser in here. I hate it. I'm terrible at doing 2 jobs at once, you can tell. Yeah, hang on a minute. We need to test to see if those bales are going there as well. Right, farm supply production, home brewed, manure production shed. Here we go. So, solid fertiliser now can be sold. We need to put a bit more water in there. So no longer storing, but selling, because that is legit now. So yeah, the move this to the edge of 2, finish that thing, and then as far as I'm concerned, I think that's a very, 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 very busy couple of months for us as farmers. But then that does tend to be the case, really. Yeah, I've only got this because the front boxes with the holes, they don't get the same super bonus that you get, as in like this, it's just the fertiliser spreader that has that stupendous ability to be as good as it is. Yeah, I don't know, obviously holes, when he made that, got a I'm thinking back to RPGs and creating items. You get a critical role on creating the item. I think Holes must have done that when he created that, because it's a step above every other limer in the game, including the bread all. Yeah, it's quite amazing. There's no quite amazing about it. It's stupendously amazing. It is. Talk about cutting it. Oh, why did that suddenly? Oh, why did that switch to canola? I must have caught the buttons. I've got to. Oh, I hate that. I've just done that on another Let's Play as well. Say exactly the same reasoning. Now, can we go over that? Will it allow us to oversow? So we can sort of see where we did it. I don't think it does. It does allow workers. Now, workers can. They're super. They can like literally do anything. But I'm almost sure this is not going to oversow, but we'll try. The other thing is rules change. What didn't work 6 months ago, I was noting the fact that when the fertiliser spreader went over the patch that hadn't been sown yet in field 2, that it still fertilised. It just did it at the like a non-standard rate for the crop. which is quite stupendous. It never used to do that. It would have not done it. Let's just try that one. I think it, being as it's obviously already been done, I don't think it'll take, but you never know. Some of them did and some of them didn't. Yeah, no, it really, yeah. So 88 litres to spare, and that's why I bought a 3 tons. I thought it was getting close and I knew we'd got one more field to do. So that's 2 and 3, the 2 biggest. I mean, 6 is not small either. I don't mean that in a way that, yeah, it's all the small field, because I don't. Let's grab this over. Yeah, I thought the chicken food would bring that in, I'll take that across another time. So I thought I'm not that far away to drag the bale. I know it's a bit faffy when you'd like drag, but it's 4 at a time. It's not terrible. I mean, there is, yeah, if you were going to use those, what are they called, those that just grab 2 on the front and 2 at the back, I think it's a German name. It is. Let's have a look. Yeah, I need to always like to do this, because the more you check something. So it's under bale loaders. No, it's not the the Schmetterling. That's the one. Yeah, there's also other ones similar to the Schmetterling that aren't quite. So I don't know that I've got any in. No, I think I have. Yeah, similar to the Schmetterling, but I think a little easier to use. Here we go. The telescopic bale lifter, and the round bale fork, and the paddle bale lifter. All of them, and the homemade fork too. All of them do that particular ability, and they range enormous. I put them all in because I like to test them. Oh, and the bale fork as well by Valek. Yeah, there's the homemade lizard fork 2 by Vulex, and BD modding the Gorenk bale fork twin. Sully has made the paddle and telescopic bale lifters. Now, I've had quite a lot to do with Sully's mods. They're usually very good. So, and then there's the paddle telescopic. Yeah, so no, sorry, that's the paddle. That's the telescopic bale lifter. Yeah, so again, I wouldn't mind having a go of those to see if you can actually put them onto a right. We need to, yeah. Let's prep it. I do like to prep. I know it's been a long session, but we have got the right thing on. We can grab the bags and we can stick that in, and we can get the course ready for that. And I think we will change it to. Oh, what's the point? Let's just have a quick look. Did that take? Yeah, it did. Oh, wow, it did actually. It's just got a tiny bit where I didn't quite get it right. So there's going to be a little tiny bit of canola that sort of springs through a little bit. That could have been lower. Now, you never used to be able to do that. I showed that on Avon Valley. You could not do that a while back. So again, just go to show. That's the improvements that I made. Now let's try and do this properly. You have to get it to a certain height, and it doesn't. It's a little bit hit and miss. I think you have to do it from the front. You'd think you face the picture to the seeds, but you don't. Right, that'll do. It's as good as any. Let's stick those in. And whilst we are loading, we're going to grab. No, we haven't done a 12 metre. It's just. Should be able to get them both with that. Yeah, we'll grab. Yeah, oh wow, even if we've not got any, we want, I think we're going to go, yeah, the best is wheat for like pure, like how much you get, so we'll do that, but it does eat seeds, so we may well have to grab that in, grab some more, because I don't know that is enough. So trifle, it should do. That way you're not going to ever hit anything outside, no matter what you do. So 6, and save course, activate, 12 metre. If you had a 12 metre header and a 12 metre seeder, it would be perfect, because you wouldn't need to make like 2 different courses. Right, smashing. So that's ready for next session. So I do think we'll probably have to grab another. Should imagine I knew it was not about. I knew I needed more than 2, but I know I perhaps could have got another one on there. But I don't like to overload it too much. It's, as much as it's an absolute workhorse with stupendous springs, yeah, it is still a truck. Even though I do often overload it. It's got. I mean, it's a 750 horsepower little truck, so it's built for pulling, but it is still a truck. and should be treated with respect, which sometimes I'm a bit of a... I'll rag things and push them to the absolute limit. I'm a bit of a terror with that. Right, so I think that is it. Yeah, because we are not going through. Let's see how well we did. I'm unsure as to, with the straw, the loose straw, whether we are going to... guess we've got an awful lot in there. About 43 tonnes makes 3 times the amount, so... There's a lot of, yeah, the manure's out of space. That's going to push throughout that. So I'm not sure whether we just do the straw that's left, because I think that 400 tonnes is going to take a while to filter through over the winter. I don't think we're going to run out anytime soon. So I think what we'll do is our main business is, is this one. So wheat seeds is now done. So we're going to tick barley seeds. So it's not in yet, but we will put that in. Going to make seeds in that now. Oh no, we had lessons. The barley seeds, we're going to need to take some out before the end, because it'll only do 100 tonnes the building storage in the Omatana, unless you upgraded it, which I don't like doing. I think it's good enough. I only like upgrading things that are small, that like we soup up a little bit. So we want to be doing straw silage, and how much have we got in there now? 318 tonnes. So yes, and we should be pushing the silage across. We are indeed. Seeds are storing. Yep, fantastic. BGA will be nicely ticking along. Yes, every hour it's pushing across, and the manure likewise, that's doing that too. So fantastic. Our productions are working apace. Oh, 321808. Oh, of course, yeah, we sold the fertiliser on the hour at 11. Yeah, sorry, no, the fertiliser, I was right. Yeah, so we sold that fertiliser. That was hours that we did make. We rectified the wrong with the 5 metres. I was right about that field at the other grass field. So, yeah, well, that's the other thing. I mean, yeah, I've got an awful lot of bales to pick up. How many bales did we do in the session, for those who are... Yeah, like to... No, that's not the one. It's that one there. Probably could show something in there. But how many bales did we do in the session? 55 bales. Yeah, were they all... Did we... No, I think we'd finished that field, hadn't we? It was just the picking the bales up in that field. So that's 55 grass fields. 55 grass bales to pick up. That's a lot of picking up. It is... So, wow, it is a lot. Right, wow. Ooh. No, it was including that one that was finished. So, yeah, we're going to get some sheds up. It's true, though, I'm not sure. I mean, that bit there is not classed as... Oh, it is classed as field. It does cut it. Obviously, we're going to do this. It really does need a bit of levelling, though. I'm not sure. It's going to probably cost us a fortune. Mind you, smoothing's very cheap. It's weird. It's sort of really quite bumpy in places, and yet when you look at it, it doesn't look so terrible. But it really is quite awful. So we'll do some mega smoothing on this just to take some edges off, which would signify us like literally... Oh, I can see it is there. There's a bit of a bump there. Although mowers can pretty much cope with that. It's more about ploughing this up and putting proper grass down, because it looks a bit hard. I think the yield was actually... Yeah, it is. You can see by how many bales we did for the area. It really is bad. So it was sort of like a weird sort of not proper grass, or grass that's mixed in with other things that's obviously reducing the quantity of bales we're getting. Obviously, if we're doing grass and we want to go bang and max, then we'll that's what we're going to do. And it will also probably plough. Although now I'm happy with that. It doesn't really matter if it misses that, but you could always put something there, either a little production or... Yeah, we probably could paint that bit there, even though it's on the headlands. It's still nice to make it look a little bit pretty. Even though, yeah, I do like Oxygen David's grass. I do like the dry grass as well that you get on other ones. It's a little less horrible than the basic green that you get. It's just, yeah, fill these little tiny bits in that things are like feeding troughs were on. I think there's another splodge somewhere. Sure, I saw something. Could be on the other top field actually. That should be there. Might have been that. Yeah, because this was always a grass field. Right, no, it is. That's it. So smashing sorted. Yeah, I'm reasonably happy with this. It's a little bit sort of tight there. Just a little. And it's a little angular. Let's just try and do a little tiny bit of softening. I've almost got to say soften. I'm always saying smooth, and it's soften. Doesn't need a lot of strength. It's only about taking those horrible angles out, which makes it look like a computer animation rather than a proper hill. Yeah, just want to take the edge off of it so it's not so angular. Although, to be honest, I do think a little tiny bit more levelling outwards a little, but not so as it takes too much more of the field, otherwise it will... it does actually level out. Oh, I shouldn't have levelled, should I? That's not really the way we did that. No. But if, I suppose, yeah, it should still work, though. It will soften that edge and also... yeah, just a little bit more there. You could sort of manually do that if you really wanted to, but it would take a while, I would say. And I seem to be... I've learnt how to fly, as you can see. I think the angles are nice there. Yeah, that looks better to me. It looks more like a proper earth ramp that we built by bringing some tons of earth. Well, yeah, it's true, actually. It's what they're doing on the motorways. The M1's having that done right now, and that's exactly what they do. Bring in a shed load of earth, make massive ramps, and then grow grass on it to keep it all nice and tight. So, yeah, so fantastic session. I'd like to go through till tomorrow, but then we'll miss out on planting the wheat. Or will we? We won't, actually. We probably missed the first window, but we could do it. I'd just like to see, because I'm intrigued. We are doing terribly well, and I'm not expect. I did think we would. Also check the sales, because later on sometimes you can get something else. Right, so we'll go through till October morning. This time we'll watch the grass grow. We will. Have I missed anything? Have I forgotten anything? Oh, liming. Yes, we won't. You could still lime, and I could put narrows on, but I'm not sure if any of that. I think the fence that we've got, the 7 series, the original one that was 155, I think that can have narrows, and some of the big ones can, actually. It surprised me. The old fence in FS19, you couldn't ever, as far as I'm aware, and I did try a few times, you couldn't put narrows on them. So yeah, there's even a few John Deere's big ones specifically made specially for doing that type of job, even though they're big. So yeah, it's quite brilliant now. But all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this epic journey with these huge fields. It is nice to be back at Calmsden. And I don't think I ever did this particular type of thing. As I said, I always did start from scratch. We did own a lot of fields, but we did an awful lot of contract work. I'm trying to think what fields I did actually own when I was start from scratch in. I know we owned... Remember, our grass field was fields 10 here. I can't remember if we had fields... I think we did have 6. I feel sure we had 6. I can't remember how many big fields I actually had. I know we also had all of this. We did make very good use of that. But I don't think I ran it that long, because it took an awful long time to actually break even, because we were like absolutely, we had nothing. So I played it that way on one of them, and the other one I didn't play quite so viciously. I think one was on hard and one was on normal. It is on YouTube, but your recollections go a little bit rusty. So right, anyway, yeah, all that remains to be said is goodbye for now.